In our grammar section, today we'll discuss what are adjectives, right? So we have already covered nouns, pronouns and verbs, and we have seen different types of verbs. We have also seen different types of phrasal verbs, and there is a separate playlist for phrasal verbs only, okay? And there is a separate playlist for English grammar only, so that you can recapitulate all the basic nuances of English grammar in this playlist only. Now, let me presume that you are as a beginner and you are starting your journey, English learning journey. In that case, I am trying to describe the whole thing in as simple as possible. Okay, so adjectives. Basically, adjectives is one of the parts of speech. There are other parts of speech like nouns, pronouns, verbs that we have covered. Now we have come to adjectives. Adjectives is another parts of speech. That means it's part of a sentence, English sentence. Without adjective, can you make any English sentence? Of course you can, but in some cases we need adjectives to make our sentence look more natural, more descriptive, more colorful. Okay, so adjectives are words that describe specifically nouns and pronouns. Remember, adjectives are words that specifically are used for describing what? Nouns and pronouns, right? We have covered nouns and pronouns. If you have any questions about nouns and pronouns, you can check those videos we have made earlier. You'll get that in the English grammar playlist. Now look, there are several types of adjectives. How we can spot them? Okay, because in my opinion there are practically 5 types of adjectives. Number one is descriptive adjectives, or we can also call it adjectives of quality. Why we call it adjectives of quality? Suppose you take an example like this one. New York is a big city. Okay, in this case the word big that describes the city New York, right? Take another example. Maradona was a great footballer. Pele was a great footballer. In that case, Maradona or Pele, they were what? They were great what? Footballer. Here footballer is a noun, so they are great footballer. And also Maradona and Pele are what? Great footballer. New York is what? Big what? City. Both are nouns, and here adjective big, and in that case great. In the previous case great. These words specifically point out that how big is the city and how great was the footballers, right? So these adjectives describe qualities or characteristics of a noun. Take another example. Beautiful flower. The beautiful flower. The tall tree. How is the tree? Tall tree, right? The smart student. Smart student. How is the student? Smart. Quantitative adjectives, on the contrary, describe the quantity or number of a noun, like 5 books, 6 students, many friends, few problems. I hope it makes sense. Then comes demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives are what? Like this pen, that book, these shoes, those bags, kind of things. Interrogative adjectives like which book, what color, whose pen. Okay, and positive adjectives is the last one, that is my car, your car, his hat, her dress, our house, their school. Now you may or you might wonder that his, her, their, these are all pronouns. Then how come they can be adjectives? That is the fun of English grammar. Sometimes the same word, sometimes according to the context, represent both. That means noun, pronoun and adjective. Pronoun and adjective. Now when I started this video, I told you that what is adjective? Adjectives describe nouns or pronouns. Now in this case, my car. Car is the noun, my is pronoun. In that case, my is also a positive adjective and also a pronoun. right? So it represents both pronouns and adjectives, so keep that things in your mind, that what is the context, and in according to the context it is always used, it is always believed that the behavior of the word might change. Okay, now the degrees of comparison, that is another characteristic of adjective, because positive degree, that means the book is good, we call it describes a quality. Without comparison, that means the book is good. Okay, now if I say that the book is better than the book that I read last night, then I'll say that we compare between two books and one is better than the other. And if I say this is the best book I have ever read, I have read many books, but this is the best book, that means it is the quality among more than two things. That means describes a quality without comparison, that means one, that means good or bad. Describes or compares a quality between two things, better or worse. And when it describes or compares a quality among more than two things, best or worst. I hope it makes sense. Now, how will we place our adjectives? It's a very vital question, because whether adjectives will be placed before noun or after noun, that's a question, right? So generally adjectives come before the nouns, they modify. Now you look another thing also, that when we use adjectives, it always modifies the nouns or pronouns. A good book, that means the book I mentioned is a good one, that means it modifies the quality of the book, isn't it? So there are mostly they are placed before nouns, they modify, but some exceptions are also there. Like look after linking verbs, that means when we use verbs that link to words. The sky is blue, we can also say that blue sky. Of course blue sky is perfectly okay, but we can also say the sky is blue. In that case, blue is placed before the sky and the sky is blue. Here blue is placed after the sky, right? After certain verbs, that means according to the nature of the verbs, the adjective is placed after the noun. Like the dress looks expensive. Here looks makes the adjective apart from the noun. The dress looks expensive, right? The newlywed couple. Okay, so certain fixed expressions, newlywed couple. Now some kind of adjectives are you need to practice, and you need to find out when you read a sentence, you need to find out what is the adjective. Okay, which one is modifying the noun, or which one is modifying the pronoun, which one is placed before or which one is placed after. You need to practice it, right? So practice is the only key. And in fact, in my intermediate course of grammar, I will give you enough lessons so that you can practice, right? Not in the basic grammar part. I'm not giving you any lesson or something like that, because I need you to just get an overview, get a 360-degree view of what you are learning. And since I presume that you are starting, you are a beginner, so you must have an idea first, right? So I am giving you an idea, and in my intermediate grammar section, I'll give you enough examples so that you can practice on those examples, right? So thanks for watching. That is it today from me. Meet you in the next video with another grammar topic, that means adverbs, right? Don't miss, watch that video also. See you the next video. Till then, goodbye, stay safe and take care.